everybody, and welcome back to the World of Fandom Fights. I'm your host, the King Caleb Coho. We got ourselves a good old 1-0 match here to start closing out the Fandom Fight season. And here joining me today is not Tim Bracala, it is Nick Tuig. How you doing, Nick?
Very excited. You know, these two players just couldn't hang with it, so we unfortunately see ourselves in this retirement match today. Very excited to see what happens.
So this is a 1-0. We didn't try you out for a retirement. We tried you out for a 1-0 today.
Oh, this isn't. Oh, okay. Well, good luck to both competitors.
No, today we have David Garcia and Adelaide Spence facing off. Adelaide's last performance, they won their debut against Evan DeGraff, coming out of long hiatus from playing in the leagues to debuting in Fandom. And David made his debut against one Ross Bristow, I believe. Derek Parker. They all blend together. He and Joe both played these two guys, okay? So both won their debuts. Both now facing off here for the opportunity to take one step closer to a title match in their Fandom singles careers. Thoughts on these two players?
Yeah, both showed a lot of promise in their first match. Both have showed a lot of promise in other leagues and whatnot. So I'm excited to see what they can do today.
Absolutely. But we'll go ahead and hear what these two have to say right now in promos.
I'm back. I've learned from my last defeat in teams. I have now readjusted my efforts. I am back to studying Jerome Robbins, Robert Wise movies. Whatever. Just for those of you who don't know, me and David, we show run another league. We are close friends. We work together a lot over the past year and a half, 2 years. We've built up to this, and I am very scared. David is one of the better geek competitors in any of the leagues, period. He's really great. He's played a lot of very high-intensity matches. He scored really high. I need to hope today that I win Fandom and that he doesn't win Geek, plus some Fandom questions. So, David, welcome to Fandom. I hope I can push you to the edge.
Hola, David. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien. Creo que para esta parte podemos hablar en inglés. ¿Qué te parece?
Si quieres, let's do it.
Okay. I mean, as Adelaide said, we are friends. We shall run another league. They are my manager in Full Metal. They help me study. I help them study for playing other people because for this one, we didn't help each other, obviously. I'm excited to this one. The last time we played, I beat Adelaide in Pure Geek, but it was a lot closer than they hyped me up to be. So in this one, where there are categories that they know a lot better than I do, I had to work hard. And it was great to have Criterion Collection with me. So Nazario, hi.
Hi. Study with your opponent. Weird strategy. Let's hope it pays out. Other than that, man, Adelaide beat Evan DeGraff. That's basically like a bye week. So I feel you got this. Just show up that you know Star Wars and Wizarding World and whatever else is in this damn league. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, Nick, those were some pretty friendly promos for the most part. Two fellas who are very acquainted with each other, both just like, having a good, and then there was some Spanish, which I actually understood every word of that. Hey, Shouts out to high school Spanish, baby. But you know what? Those were some muy fuego promos, Nick. So thoughts on this as we get into the match?
Yes, Nazario said, let's go at the end. I picked up on that. That happened. And yes, I would say these are fire promos, but more like campfire, like friendly, relaxed evening, friendly campfire promos.
Winter fireplace fires.
Yeah.
All right, we will go ahead and get right into this match, starting with round number 1, which works like this. You're each going to get 10 questions worth 1 point apiece from 10 different areas within the realm of Fandom Fights. Should you get all 10 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
No.
All right, then your first question comes in the category of Disney live action. What is the subtitle for the 3rd Santa Claus film? These movies are near and dear to my heart, Nick.
I like them a lot too, actually.
They're fun. Are they good? 5.
No.
No, they're not. 3.
This last one is perfection.
1. Hands down. We will start with David.
Escape from the North Pole?
That is incorrect in Adelaide.
The escape clause.
The escape clause is correct. Both on the right track.
I knew.
So Spence will start out 1-0 as we get to the next question, Nick.
Your next question is in the category of DreamWorks animation. What kind of precious stone does Rita steal from the toad in Flushed Away?
Spence went right to the board on that one.
Indeed, they did. And now they are no longer at the board, as it were.
As it were.
Got it.
As one might say.
Correct. 2 have said it so far.
3, 2,
You and I.
1. Correct. Beds down. We're going to start with Spence.
From the best Pokemon generation, Ruby.
And David.
Ruby.
Ruby is correct. So that is a 2-1 lead for Spence going to the third question, the category of Worlds of DC. Who plays gangster Monster T in Suicide Squad?
A scary name.
This is a freaking name. If you could call yourself anything along those lines, what would you name yourself? Like your tough name.
So like a tough sounding word and then followed by a letter.
Exactly.
I would be the Serpent
Question. Actor.
F. Serpent F. That is my name.
Dope name.
2, 1. Serpent F is actually cool. Pens down. We're going to start with David.
First question. Actor. I don't know. Yankee XL.
Is incorrect. And Spence.
You see, that's not a very common name.
Common is correct for a point.
Oh, that's fun.
Is that like a rapper or someone?
Yes.
Rapper. Common is a rapper. Yes.
I was kind of on the right track.
You were on the right track. Yes. Music-related personality.
Your next question is in the category of fandom quotes. What Pixar film features the Italian phrase, "He who finds a friend finds a treasure"?
Oh.
Both of them thinking about this one.
Coho, you know what has happened this year?
What?
I have found a treasure in you, my friend.
That's so sweet. I thought you were about to juke me out and go, I found a treasure in Tim McCullough. 5,
That too. Also, fuck you.
2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Spence.
I don't fucking know. Ratatouille?
David.
I don't know. Monsters Inc.
We're looking for Cars 2. Cars 2.
You
So no
find
prep
a friend,
rounds.
Right.
find a treasure.
As we get to your 5th question, the category of James Bond. What is the name of Bond's wife in On Her Majesty's Secret Service?
David, if we could just get those hands up just a little bit. They're
Yep.
just a little bit out of frame there.
As Mr. Teo Cruz once said, I throw my hands up in the air sometimes. Remember 2010's One Hit Wonders?
I actually remember exactly where I was where I heard that song for the first time, so that's strange.
I want to hear that story. Pens down. We're going to start with Spence.
Jane Bond.
It's incorrect, and David.
Rita.
It's incorrect. We're looking for Tracy. Tracy. Rest in peace, the actress who played Tracy. She did pass this year.
She's also Elena.
It's true.
Yeah. Your next question is in the category of fandom Oscars. Name one of the 3 Oscars that Star Trek the Motion Picture was nominated for.
So where were you the first time you heard Dynamite by Teo Cruz?
I was worried you'd ask because it's really not that interesting of a story. It's
Oh,
just kind of those weird things that sticks out. But I was in a store in Maine, and I walked in, and they were playing it, and I was like, oh, interesting song.
Fair enough.
For some reason, I just remember that. Yep.
5,
Nothing happened.
3, 2,
What a
1.
great dialogue.
Pens down. We're going to start with David.
Best visual effects.
And Spence.
Best original score.
Both are acceptable answers. The other one we would have accepted was best production design. So it is now 4-2. Spence going into your 7th question, the category of DC. In 1989's Batman, what is the full name of the man who becomes the Joker? Just say first and last.
What does DC stand for?
Are you actually asking, or you want me to come up with something fun?
A little bit of both.
It stands for Duke Kaboom. 5,
Oh, an interesting way to spell kaboom.
2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Spence.
Pretty sure this is right in the comics eventually. Joe Kerr.
Incorrect, and David.
Jack Napier.
Jack Napier is correct, and that name has been adopted into comics. So there you go. 4-3. David closing the gap a little bit as we get to the 8th question, which comes from what?
Welcome to movie trivia. I suggest drawing your knowledge from movies for the rest of the time. To the break.
That originated the movies.
Your next question is in the category of Rocky. What country do the Dragos live in at the start of Creed 2?
Oh, you fuck.
This would make a good comic.
Creed would make a great comic book series. I'd watch it or read it. Just a little bit of both.
Yeah. You have to watch the picture.
You have to watch the panels and analyze and then read the. It'd be a great book. I'd read it.
Yeah.
Be good. Yeah. I was gonna say, I think the new moment where like, where were you when this happened needs to be where were you when you heard Teo Cruz's Dynamite for the first time. I feel like that needs to just be the new like Lynch point that we use.
That's fair.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with David.
Ukraine.
And Spence.
Fuck. Russia.
Ukraine is correct. So we are tied 4-4 going into the penultimate question of the round, which is in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for both Ghost Rider and Spider-Man 3?
Where were you when you first heard Teo Cruz's Dynamite?
I was 10 years old somewhere. You know what? I probably heard it in like 6th grade or 4th. I was in 4th grade. So yeah, no idea where I was, if I'm being honest. 5, 4.
You mean you don't remember? That's crazy.
One. A field trip, maybe. Pens down. We're going to start with Spence.
I think the important question is, where did you first hear the Minecraft parody of Dynamite called TNT from Captain Sparkles? Also, I have no fucking clue. Danny Elfman?
Incorrect. And David?
Christopher Young.
That is correct. So David will take his first lead 5-4 as we get to the last question of the round, Nick.
The last question of the round is in the category of the wizarding world. What 2 professors have taught potions that we see in the series?
Just need last names too. We do not need full.
Okay.
Unless you would like to add professor in front.
Exactly.
I had already written the first name.
Well, as long as it's correct, you got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go for the dog.
I love. Oh yes.
Break the
Bob
glass. That's it.
Wizardly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Spence.
I put Snape and McGonagall.
And David.
Horace Slughorn and just the Snape.
Both are correct. So it is 6-4. David coming out of round number 1. But anything can happen as we get to round number 2, which works like this. This is the lovely wheel round from wheelside.com. If you like the category you land on, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt multiple choice, but it devalues it down to being only worth 1. You can spin again, but you're stuck with whatever you land on the second time. Both players have all 3 repeats in effect, and their challenges. Your categories on the Wilsonet are Middle Earth, Star Trek, Quotes, Oscars, Apes, Park, YA Dystopia, and Wizarding World. David, you're in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer to Spence?
Nazario, ¿qué hacemos?
Yo pensaría que le des la oportunidad de ir primero para ver si elimina alguna de las que no te agradan.
Sí, porque hay pocas, así que a ver si hay suerte. Vale. We are going to go second.
Okay. Next level strats here.
I derived that from what you were saying.
Same.
Fun fact: I am dropping out of Spanish within the week, so it's not being very helpful.
Spence, you have landed on Star Trek. To keep your spin again.
Can I see the wheel? Can I see the categories again?
Absolutely. You have Middle Earth, Trek, Quotes, Oscars, Apes, Park, YA Dystopia, and Wizarding World.
I'll spin again.
All right. You're stuck with whatever you land on this time, and it lands on the category of YA Dystopia.
Let's fucking go.
YA Dystopia. Louis, would you like to give Spence their questions in YA Dystopia?
I would like nothing more, except for maybe like a nice dinner tonight. Unrelated.
Nick, if I win, I'll buy you a steak. I got you.
Fantastic. Look at the banter while I find the category. All right, Spence, I have found your questions. Are you prepared for them?
Sure.
Cool. Your first question. What faction does Triss's brother Caleb choose to join at the choosing ceremony in Divergent?
Erudite.
It's correct for 2 points.
Tie game.
Indeed. Your second question. In the Scorch trials, it is revealed that Eris, who Thomas meets in the facility at the beginning of the film, was unique in the maze he was stuck in. How?
He was the only male.
That's correct for another 2 points. Your third question. Who plays Evelyn, Four's mother, in the Divergent series?
Repeat the question.
All right.
This is first repeat.
The repeat of the question. Who plays Evelyn, Four's mother, in the Divergent series?
I can see her fucking IMDb picture. What the fuck? Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A, Kate Winslet, B, Naomi Watts, C, Leslie Bibb, D, Lauren Cohen.
B.
B is correct for 1 point.
Fucking Mulholland Drive, motherfucker.
Your fourth question. What name does Gally call Thomas throughout the Maze Runner series?
Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A, Newbie, B, Greenhorn, C, Slacker, D, Greenie.
D.
D is correct for another point. And your final question. Who does Thomas use to get into Wicked in The Death Cure?
Teresa.
That is correct for another 2 points.
All right, so at the end of their turn, they get all 5 questions right. They get their way up to 12 points as we bring back Nazario and the wheel for David's spin. Your spin is away. Oh, sorry. I clicked it without doing that. It lands. Oh, well, on his.
I'm so sorry, David. I'm sorry that. Okay. Yeah. Quotes, please.
Quotes. Okay.
Sweet. I mean, not bad. You play nice. Thank you.
Hey, I'm consistent across every league, David. Let's be
The salt in the comment is there. All right. David, you've been given the category of quotes on a point. So it's your first question. In Captain America, the Winter Soldier, when Steve tells Bucky that he is his friend, Bucky responds by saying that you are my what?
Mission?
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question, the category of quotes. Which Wizarding World character said, "My philosophy is that worrying means you suffer twice"?
Newt Scamander?
That is correct for another 2 points. Your third question, the category of quotes. What Disney animated character says, "It began with 2 sisters, one born with magical powers and one born powerless, with her love of snowmen infinite"?
Ha! Multiple choice.
The multiple choice options are A, Anna, B, Olaf, C, Kristoff, or D, Elsa.
Okay. I have seen this movie once. Olaf?
That is correct for 1 point.
Whew.
Your penultimate question in the category of quotes. Which Marvel villain said the following quote? "Intelligence is not a privilege, it's a gift, and you use it for the good of mankind"?
Doc Ock, Dr. Octavius.
That's correct for 2 points and a lead. As we answer your last question in the category of quotes. In which DreamWorks film will you find the quote, "Can I come into the out now"?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Abominable, B, Home, C, B-Movie, or D, Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Home?
That is correct for 1 point. So at the end of round number 2, David maintains the lead 14 to Spence's 12, but anything can happen as we get into the betting round. And it works like this. Round number 3 is our betting round where we're going to give you the category. You're going to tell us how many points you'd like to bet between 0 and 2 points. If you get the question right, you will gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you will lose those points. We go until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. Any questions as we get to round number 3?
Eso fue excelente.
There's no steak coming.
Gracias.
All right. Then your first category you can bet points on in this round is Middle Earth. How much you want to bet on Middle Earth?
Creo que voy a ir Bilbao.
Ok, dale.
We get Nazario? All right, cool. Then we will get bets starting with David.
2.
And Spence.
2.
Whoa.
All right. And your question, the category of Middle Earth. In The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, what type of creature does Gollum attempt to eat right before meeting Bilbo?
If you could attempt to eat a creature that you have not yet attempted to eat, what would it be?
I'm a real picky eater, man. I'm a real picky eater. I don't like eating things I haven't tried already. 5, 4.
You had to try them at some point.
What? Leave me alone. Pens down. We're going to start with Spence.
Fish.
And David.
Goblin.
Goblin is correct for 2 points. So it is now 16 to 10 as we get to the next question. What is their category to it?
Your category is that of Star Trek.
¿Qué tan bueno eres en Star Trek? ¿Eres bien fuerte?
Sí, bueno, yo diría o Madrid o Londres.
Yo te digo que llevas 6 puntos de ventaja, así que Londres suena correcto.
Vale.
Por cualquier cosa.
Vale, perfecto.
It's kind of fun. All right. This is innovative. I'm going to be honest. Nazario for Manager of the Year. All right. We'll get bets this time starting with Spence.
0.
And David.
1.
All right. Your question 2.
Your question. Khan hides out on the planet of what alien race after his attack on London in Star Trek Into Darkness?
The race, can I get a technical? You cut out at the beginning.
Sure. Khan hides out on the planet of what alien race after his attack on London in Star Trek Into Darkness?
I didn't get if you were asking for the race of the planet.
Spence appears to have the dreaded "I should have bet 2" look.
No, I just made math wrong.
Oh, maybe not.
5.
I may have misread their look.
2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Spence for stats.
Romulan.
And David.
Klingon.
Klingon is correct for a point. So it is 17-10 as we get to your third question, the category of Jurassic Park. How much do you want to bet on Jurassic Park?
Ok. Tienes 7 puntos de ventaja, así que ya ganaste. Si
¿Ah, sí?
la apuesta 0 y él apuesta 2 en las 3 preguntas que faltan, ganas por un punto.
Oh, vale.
Así
No
que
había hecho la matemática. Vale.
dale Colombia toda la distancia, a menos de que, no sé, de que él pierda más puntos y tú quieras hacer un poco de show off.
Vale, perfecto.
Translation, David's 1.
I think I heard Ballin in there somewhere.
I did hear Ballin.
The wrong franchise.
All right. We'll get bets this time starting with David.
Yes.
And
Zero.
Spence.
No, you're not joking here, David. I am 2.
All right. Your question in the category of Jurassic Park. Name one of the 2 breeds of dinos who do not show up on the tour in Jurassic Park.
That we're supposed to.
That we're supposed to.
When you think about it, a lot of breeds of dinosaurs did not.
That's true. But, you know. Oh well.
Happens.
It's hard. It's hard in your job. 5, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with David for stats.
Pterodactyl?
That is incorrect. And Spence.
I am a Stegosaurus.
That is incorrect. And your winner, David, the Spaniard Garcia. The answer, we would have accepted either T-Rex or Dilophosaurus. What a match, Twig.
Indeed. A match it was.
A match it was. I think both played solid. Spence kind of got in trouble with some of those categories that came up for them. David maneuvered his way really well through quotes on opponent's choice. Ended up saving the game for him there. But I think we'll go ahead and hit post matches. Would you like to get out the post matches?
Oh, I haven't done that. Perhaps I will. Yes, please.
Sure. You take it away.
Oh, I'll take it away. Okay, let's bring in our unfortunate second place finisher today, Adelaide Spence. Spence, you did play a heck of a game. You had the lead for a bit there in round one, and then you swept your round two category. That wins games sometimes. You just happened to play David, who did very well today. How are you feeling about the match?
I'm not gonna try to make up excuses about today. I should have put more work into it. I just didn't. Unfortunately, I couldn't. I don't know. I felt really good after coming out of my last match, and I knew I was playing David, and I did as much as I could, and it wasn't enough.
You did. I would agree. Do you think some of those categories, maybe in round one or round three, fell more towards David?
I missed a really basic Batman 89 question. I just need to review everything.
That is fair. That would help most players. I would agree. Is reviewing everything. But Spence, you now sit at 1-1. That is a much better record than some people. And there's room for improvement. So, is there anyone you are looking to play now that you sit at 1-1?
He debuted around my time. Mike Shea seems pretty fun to play. Please God, not Joe. Fuck James Bond. Mike Shea, you're pretty cool. I want to hang out. Why not?
All right. Mike Shea, the gauntlet has been politely handed to you. Spence, good job today. We will see you again soon. And now we will talk to our fortunate first place finisher today and his manager, David Garcia. David, you were down there in round one for a little bit. Things looked grim when you spun opponent's choice, but you really came back. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel like Geek saved me in round one. I clearly have to continue working my fringe, even if I try to bust my ass on that part. But I mean, that Rocky question kind of started turning things around, so I'm proud of that. But aside that, and to be fair, the quotes that I got were the peak ones.
That is true.
So, I mean, I feel great about winning because I think I played smart. But I chose that if I want to advance in Fandom, I have to keep working on the fringe.
Sounds about right. Nazario, you did a heck of a job managing today. I think Coho might be onto your code. Are you thinking about switching up your code that you use with David?
¿Qué código? No tengo idea de qué me estás hablando, man.
Yes. Correct.
No creo que sea necesario. Ni siquiera puedo sentir un poco de temor en pensar en reutilizar esta técnica múltiples veces en otros matches.
I can translate for you? No.
Ultra matches. That means other matches will be coming. I got that. I'm catching on too, but you're gonna have to think about switching stuff up. David, you will be playing the winner of Mike Shea, as mentioned by Adelaide Spence, and your team partner, Joe Farrelly. Which of those two would you rather see in your next match?
Honestly, Joe. I mean that would mean either my partner or I will get another win. So yeah, I mean, I love Mike. I love hanging out with Mike. His soundboard is one of the most entertaining things I have seen in the fan list for a while, and he's a strong competitor. But they both are. But if I had to pick one, just for the sake of the faction, Joe.
All right.
Fair.
Absolutely. Nazario, do you concur?
Casi seguro de que tener a Joe en ese encuentro nos garantiza que le gana Mike Shea y en total serían más victorias para Criterion Collection. Así que sí, Joe es la mejor opción.
Okay, that sounded like a yes. He concurs with Joe. Gentlemen, you both did great today. We will see you next season as we bring back Mr. Coho, put him in his rightful place to wrap up the match.
I think that was a solid match. Both played pretty well. I think you did a great job in the post matches, so good job. But we now know who is moving another step further in the title picture. Adelaide, unfortunately, most likely done till the tournament. But David taking that one step further, closer in this little rookie bracket of players. So you have a title match to worry about in exactly a week, because that thing's coming up in like a week or two from when this comes out. But you may, if you defend, have to worry about David Garcia. So your thoughts on how both these players did before we wrap this one up.
Again, I told them both to their face. I thought they both did great. I think David will admit some things fell a little bit in his favor, especially towards the end, but both of them have committed to getting better at the things they are not as good at. So both of them will be scary players in the future.
Absolutely. But with that, that's going to do it for us. That has been Spence. That has been David. That has been Rosario. That has been Nick. I have been Caleb. This has been Phantom Fights, and we will see you guys real soon.
Hasta la vista.
With another great match.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.